right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just say it because I know you guys are all thinking it. We on that Wi-Fi. Dutch weather suffers from severe bipolarism, and I love it. Oh snap, that's what I need right there. A Tesla. They look sexy even when they're frozen. One day, house first. The Dutch weather. Everybody's favorite conversation. I mean, it only makes sense that we talk about it. So yeah, not for nothing, it is pretty cold today, but I mean, what I look like? I'm a boss, come on. So what if I can't feel a few fingers? I don't need those fingers anyway, I'm a thug. Oh man, I love those stands. It is so good. Now, if you didn't know, we just hit lockdown in the Netherlands, and yeah, that's why it's actually extremely quiet. All the stores are open, but like, you can't go inside. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still like order and pick up, but yeah, just no going inside. But anyway, Pimp, let's not get lost in the sauce and talk about everybody's favorite conversation starter here in the Netherlands. Oh, snap. Found my other ride. Oh, snap. I wonder what would happen if I tried to... Nope, it's locked. Come on, like you've never done it. Like you've never tried to open somebody else's Ferrari. Come on. But anyway, Pimp, the Dutch weather. And I gotta say, we got like pretty lucky today. And like, look, I'm just being real. I'm just keeping it 100p. The Dutch weather is like all over the place. Like it seriously like bipolar. One day it's raining, one day it's freezing, and then the next day it's like sunny, and then the day after that, it's like 20 degrees. Like, make up your mind, man. Make up your mind, Pimp. But even after all of that, I still love it though. Like I'm telling you, it isn't bad at all. But man, it is definitely a conversation starter. That's all I hear. Everybody who be pulling up on me, first thing they gotta say is, man, the weather sucks. And I'm like, hold up, Pimp, hold up. Don't just be pulling up on a thug like that talking about weather. You know, what's crazy is, as soon as I tell someone that I actually like the weather and I enjoy it, man, it's like there's a disturbance in the force. Instant reaction is, instantly unfriended. Don't let this stroopwafel latte fool you. I'm from the streets. I ate my toast with crust today. And instead of whipped cream, I told them to put rocks in it. So if you don't like that I like the weather up in this piece, pull up. Matter of fact, you drop the Addy and I'll pull up. I will pull up. But for everybody else, let's have a seat and talk about why I like this weather so much. You know, I don't know why exactly I love the weather here a lot, but I think it has a lot to do with me liking the weather in, how you doing? But me liking the weather in Atlanta. Like, I actually really like the weather in Atlanta. And now, don't get me wrong, I did move here from Los Angeles, but before that, I actually lived in Atlanta with my mom. And before that, I was living in Chicago with my grandmother. And yeah, I actually really like the Atlanta weather. Like, a lot of people didn't, but yeah, I liked it. And I think I liked it so much because compared to Chicago, where like if it rains or if it snows, you can't even go out, like you just die. You could actually still enjoy the weather in Atlanta, just like you can here a bit. But yeah, here you can definitely enjoy the weather. And what's good about here in the Netherlands though, is that I did realize that if the weather is like good like this, even though it's like freezing, if the sun is out, everybody's outside. Like it's just crazy. Like everybody, like nobody's inside working. Like I'd be working, go out, take a quick break to go pick up something, and there's parties on the canal at like 1:30 on a Tuesday. Like if the sun is out, they really turn up. And then if the weather is like bad, like most people are inside, but all the kids are still outside. All the kids are outside. All the adults are like inside coffee shops, inside bars, everywhere else, while the kids are just like outside playing. Oh, my beanie game. Look, I need to fix my drip. Hold up. Like, for real. Look how freaking nice this is. And like, to be real, it's not all like sunshines and rainbows here. You know what I mean? Like, the weather is pretty terrible. Like Atlanta, the weather is pretty much bipolar. But like I said, you can actually enjoy it. Like, it is nowhere near like Chicago. Like, you cannot enjoy weather like this on a day like today in Chicago. It is just way too cold. Now, there is like a downside of this weather when it comes to my camera gear, and that is the battery life does not last nearly as long as it normally lasts because batteries don't do that well in cold weather. And another downside of this weather is I gotta do a lot of drip checks. Like, I gotta drip check my shoes, gotta drip check my camera gear. Like, it's just all over the place. But even when I compare it to LA, for example, LA had amazing weather, but the pollution and like the smell of the areas that you're in, it kind of ruins it. You know, like, just imagine walking out of your apartment and you get like slapped in the face with like pee. I mean, that's how it is because it never rains. Like, it rarely rains over there. And when it does rain over there, it's like extremely nice. Like, air quality is amazing. Everything's like all green. It doesn't stink all the time. But yeah, if you talk to like anybody else about this, like here, they will tell you the complete opposite. They hate it. And like, for real, they will unfriend you quick, like in a heartbeat. They're like telling you about rain apps and all that. Like, no, get that out of my face. I'm a thug. Like, I am the drip. Rain, snow, storms, I'll always be the drip pimp. Don't need no app. Get that out of my face. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, you too. Ah, man, what a nice freaking day it turned out to be. It's cold. Yeah, it's a nice day. How you doing? And now I will say, since it does rain a lot here, a couple of things that have like saved me like a lot. First one has to be like the best investment I've ever made in my life. My waterproof boots. Like, hands down. I really love the rain, but I hate wet shoes. I hate wet socks. I can't. That's like my biggest pet peeve, wet socks. So I remember last year when it snowed, like we got hit with a bunch of snow and it like, the canals froze over. I was not joking. I felt like I was the only one at work while there was like parties on the canals, 11:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. Like, come on. But yeah, that is my take on the weather here. I freaking love it, and I don't think that's gonna change. It may rain in the next hour and then snow right after that, but I still love it because I'm a boss. And if you do got a problem with that, pull up, but trust me, you don't want this problem. All right, so you remember how in that one video I went and bought that umbrella because I just don't own an umbrella? It's rained maybe 20 times since then. Haven't used it once.